What is up, YouTube? I'm Ace Palomero, South Texas Realtor, proud son of the Rio Grande Valley, and Pickleball dabbler. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going over the recently released housing report for the month of August 2023. I don't remember if I've ever gone over the significance of each statistic in that monthly report, but I'll go ahead and go over that real quick. Let's get this rolling. So median price is the price at which half the listed prices of a given good or commodity or product are above the median and half of them are below. So for example, let's say 35 houses were sold in the town of Ace Town last month. If the median price is $500,000, then 17 of those houses sold for above $500,000 and 17 of those houses sold for below $500,000. Another way to think of it is if we listed all of the houses in order of the price they sold from the lowest to highest, the price, like right in the middle, number 18, that would be the median price. Once again, $500,000. Now, in real estate or in general, we use median instead of average whenever we don't want the outliers of a given data set to just mess up the number that we're trying to get. For example, in the example we used earlier, like let's say the house that sold for the most was at $1 million, or even $2 million or $3 million, right? And all the rest of them sold anywhere from between $400,000 to $600,000. Then the average price, if we use average, would be a lot higher than median price. And then if we use average instead of the median, then it would make it seem like the typical house price for Ace Town was much higher than it really is. And a lot would argue, myself included, that it does so inaccurately just because of that one outlier. Once again, median price is important because that's what's representative of the typical house price for a given area. I would say it's more important to look at a specific neighborhood and even specific street versus, like an entire city. So the median price of a house in the Tres Lagos neighborhood, that's a much more specific picture versus the median house price of all of McAllen, Texas. Now, active listings is the number of housing units available. It's essentially a measure of supply. So when the number of active listings is going up, that means supply is increasing. If number of active listings is going down, then supply is decreasing. Days on market is how long houses are typically on the market from the time they are listed until the time the sale is closed. And there's actually a total days on market. And it can be broken down even further into days on market and days to close. Days on market is from the time it was listed until the sale is marked as pending, and this likely means that the option period is over. And days to close is from the time the transaction was marked as pending until the time the sale is closed and fully funded. I would say days on market is a way to measure demand. So if houses are staying on the market for longer, it means that the demand for them is dropping. Though, in my opinion, the current state of the market is more of an affordability issue that's aggravated by a supply issue. And regarding the supply issue, a lot of people point back to 2020, but I think we can go as far back as 2009 and 2010. Closed sales is the number of houses that actually sold. That should be self-explanatory. Consider it a measurement of demand. So more sales closed means that demand is growing. Months of inventory is a measurement of both supply and demand. Basically, it's how many months it would take to sell the number of houses like currently listed. And we calculate by taking the number of active listings for a given month and dividing it by the number of listings that actually sold for that month. So 6 months is considered a neutral market. 5 months or less is considered a seller's market where sellers have the advantage. And 7 months or more is typically considered a buyer's market, which favors buyers. Let's dive into the report. For the McAllen Edinburg Mission MSA, or Metropolitan Statistical Area, which is basically Hidalgo County, the median price for houses sold in August 2023 was $245,000, or $245,125. This is an 11.4% increase from last August and a 4.3% increase from the previous month of July. Active listings was at Our number of active listings was at 1,707, which is a 44.9% year-over-year increase and a 7.7% increase from the 1,585 active listings of the previous month. Total days on market was at 90 days, which is 10 days more than August last year and 2 days shorter than the 92 days of July 2023. And number of closed listings was at 370, which is a 1.6% decrease from last year, but a 15% increase from July 2023. And finally, months of inventory for August was at 5.3 months, which is a 65% increase from the 3.2 months of inventory of August 2022, and an 8.16% increase from the previous month of July. For the city of McAllen, like by itself, the median sale price was $256,500, and that's a 7.1% increase year over year, and just slightly over 0.5% increase from the previous month. The number of active listings was at 328, which is a 56.9% increase from the previous year and a 7.2% increase from July. The days on market was at 84, which is 14 days more compared to the same time last year, but one day more from the previous month of July. Closed sales was down 21.2% year over year at 82 sales, but it was also 30.16% higher than the number of 63 sales from the previous month of July. And finally, months of inventory for August 2023 was at 4.7 for the city of McAllen, which is more than double the 2.1 months of inventory from last August. And it's an 11.9% increase from the 4.2 months of inventory from the previous month of July. So to sum it up for both the McAllen Edinburg Mission MSA and the city of McAllen itself, if we're looking at the month of August, looking at year-over-year data, even though median price has gone up a little bit, the number of active listings has also increased. Days on market has increased, because houses are staying on the market longer. Number of closed sales has decreased, and the months of inventory is up. Basically, prices have gone up a little bit, but supply is increasing and demand is decreasing. So will prices come down in the future? Will there be a market or housing market crash, specifically in this area? No one can predict the future. No one can predict exactly when something will happen either. They say they can, they're full of it. But we can use data and trends in these data sets, plus our brains, to determine the actions that we need to take, regarding our financial future. Don't believe anything that anybody says. And this goes for everyone, and just regardless if they're like talking head on mainstream media or just some random yet devilishly handsome guy on YouTube. Do your own research, use multiple sources, and vet these sources. That's it for the video. Bye.